Rabbi Marilee Gordon of McHenry County Jewish Congregation. This week we're starting a weekly Torah study class. We're going to be looking at the weekly Parsha, which is what we call the weekly Torah portion. Parashah means portion, or even sometimes paragraph in Hebrew. And we find ourselves in the middle of the book of Deuteronomy. The portion is called Re'eh, which means see, with an exclamation point. Each portion is called by its first significant word, and that is the first word in the portion. I want to read to you the first couple of verses, because they're pretty profound. See, this day I set before you blessing and curse. Blessing if you obey the commandments of the Lord your God that I enjoin you this day, and curse if you do not obey the commandments. So it presents us with a choice that we have. We have a choice between blessing and curse. Now, Rabbi Jonathan Sachs, Zichrono Libracha, may his memory be a blessing, he was the chief rabbi of the United Kingdom for many years. He wrote a book called Judaism's Life-Changing Ideas, and he found a life-changing idea. He shared with us a life-changing idea from each parsha, from each Torah portion. And what he has to say about this choice that we can make between blessing and curse is we can choose to feel like a victim. We can choose to feel like we're cursed. Or we can take the blessing of our being and choose what we are going to do in response to the situation that we find ourselves in. Because ultimately, we are in charge of our own lives. We can't blame what happens to us on other people or on our circumstances. We have to take charge. So that really is the blessing, is to say, this is my life. What am I going to do about it? Even if it's one little step at a time, what's the next step I'm going to take to make sure that I can really see my life as a blessing and I can experience my life as a blessing and not as a curse that I'm blaming on bad things that happen to me. It's not to say that we don't acknowledge things that happen to us or situations we find ourselves in or that people have treated us badly. But let's not be the victim. Let's choose to be the blessing and to move forward with our lives no matter what has happened to us. Later on in this portion, it says, you've been given this choice between blessing and curse, life and death. Therefore, choose life. Let's choose life and move forward step by step. Thank you.